Right, so what is up guys, and welcome back. And in this video we're gonna try and get these two going, as well as we're gonna give the mower a quick service. So I hope you enjoy, guys. So to start off with, I'm thinking we're gonna start off with trying to get this Kawasaki strimmer going, because I actually think this would be a decent strimmer to have in the van, guys, and to be taken round on my Mower and go runs, that sort of thing, next season. So I'm going to try and get this going, and hopefully we can get a season or so out of it, and it would be a great addition to the van. With this, I'm not too sure what I'll do with it. I don't know if it's going to come in handy, but we'll see. We will see. All we can do is try and get it going. If not, I'm sure, you know, it's worth 30, 40 quid of someone's money. So guys, I did actually get given all three of these from a family member. I did ask a couple of you guys what you thought of it and that sort of thing. You said don't put any time into the Ryobi, don't really worry about the Ryobi at all, just focus on the Kawasaki, which was my thoughts anyway, because it's a decent machine, this really is. So hopefully we can get it running. This, I did hear this fire, so hopefully this won't take any work at all. We can just fire it up, clean it, and get it ready straight out to work. That'd be the idea. The Ryobi, I'm probably going to send it straight back to where it come from, the scrapyard. Well, that's where it was destined to go, so that's where it'll go. And the McCollus, or McCollum, however you pronounce that. That one, this thing, we will hopefully again try and get going. I'm not sure if it'll be much use. The only reason I say that is because when you look at the blades, they're sort of quite close together. So I'm not sure if that's gonna, you know, affect how it cuts, because obviously you're not going to be able to cut the bigger stuff. So I don't know if it will be any good. But first of all, I'm literally gonna throw some petrol in the Kawasaki and hope we can get it going. That fuel cap's on tight. Right, so I can't find my adjustable pair of pliers anywhere, so I'll be right, but I'm gonna have to, because that is on there. Okay, we have found a set. So that's, it is on there. That was on there. Yeah, that is very old fuel in there, guys. Very old. It's probably worth cleaning the carb. I should. Am I going to? No. If it runs, it runs. If it doesn't, I'll start stripping it down, that sort of thing. Of course, I'm spilling it. Of course. That should be enough to give it a test, guys. I mean, it's got compression. I don't know if it's got a spark. Oh, here we go. Right guys, so that runs. That was mission successful. I thought that would run, considering I did hear it just fire. So I thought we'd have a runner, and indeed it does run. I do reckon it either, well, one of two things. It either needs a blooming good run for 5 minutes, or it's running extremely rich, because it is pouring out smoke. So that would probably tell me it's running rich, or there's just oil that needs to be burnt off in the engine. That could be. But I don't know. For now, I'll leave it and see how it goes. We'll clean it. Oh, happy days. So I've got some brake cleaner here, and I'm going to give it clean. And Jesus, wasn't this expensive. I paid like £8 for a can of brake cleaner. It's what happens when you're desperate and you need it today. But I normally buy the big 5 litres, but that was not available to me at this time and I ran out. So I have to go. Needs must, I guess. Right. Oh, actually, I suppose before I get too carried away with the cleaning, I should probably check the air filter. How do you do this then? Put that off. Well, that disintegrates in my hand. One of them. That is literally just turned out to nothing. So much for a filter. I will have to order one of them, guys, but I'm sure a bit of foam ain't going to be much more than a couple of quid. And I'm going to dress it, so to speak, and finish it with a bit of WD-40 just to give it that glossy new shine, guys. Lovely. This is going to look brand new once it's done. I may be getting carried away with the brake cleaner, guys, but it's going to be like a brand new bit of equipment once I'm done. And at the end of the day, if this only costs me a can of brake cleaner, then that's good going, isn't it? I think that's it for the brake cleaner now though, guys. So we have only used half a can. And that's still 4 quid down the drain in a matter of seconds. Can it go wrong? Now that is basically a brand new strimmer, guys. The only thing I am going to do is I am quickly just going to pop that guard off, because I don't like running with the guards on. Right, so now let's take that in the light and see how she looks. Right then, guys, that was a success. So we are going to move on to servicing our mower. So we'll be changing the oil, changing the air filter potentially, depending on what it looks like. Yeah, it's not looking too bad, but we may still change it. And we will also give the blade a quick sharpen as well, guys. So let's get the old oil out. But before I take any oil out, what I like to do is I like to run it up. That allows the sludge from the bottom to kick up into the actual oil, so when you pour it out you're getting all the metal filings and all the at the bottom as well. So that's what I like to do anyway. Right, let's get an oil drain of some description. We'll take us. And look at that then, that's a bit murky. That's not the best, yeah, got some metal filings and that sort of thing in. One thing I will say, guys, is with your mower engines and that sort of thing, you want to keep on top of the oil changes, because I don't actually believe they have an oil filter or anything. So all of the like metal filings that accumulate just get sent straight back through the engine. I mean, this is probably the 4th oil change I've given it this year, this mower. But I just think it's important, you know, guys, to keep on top of it. You know, what does it take? 15 minutes to bung the oil out and bung some new back in? Right, while that is draining, I will get the blade off, guys. Is it a 21 or a 19? It's a 19. No, it's not, it's a 17. Try again. This was done up with my impact, so probably why I'm struggling. Right, so back to the shed. So, if you're wondering, how do I sharpen my mower blades? This is how. So we have a coarse side and a finer side, so I use one for taking the material off and knocking down all your lumps, and then I'll use the other side for, you know, finishing and polishing. Well, not polishing, but finishing it. Alright then guys, so that ain't perfect, but to be brutally honest, I don't like going too perfect with my mower blades anyway, because you know what it's like. You sharpen the blade, you get it all lovely, perfectly balanced, razor sharp, you start the mower up, you push it through your first lawn and you hit a stone, and it sends all your hard work down the drain. So I don't focus on them too much, I don't put a massive edge on them. I just take the dullness off of them, put, you know, more of a edge off of them so it's not a dull edge, and that'll do me. Once it rounds off again, I'll put another point on it, and that'll be that. I don't go mental with it, that's all I do, and it seems to work. But let's get back to the mower, and let's get the blade back on and some oil. I guess I should probably scrape the deck while I'm here. Oh, have I made a mistake? No I haven't, no. Wire brush with a little scraper should work brilliantly. So I'm just gonna scrape the deck, clean off all the wet grass, there's so much of it on here. Quite thick. I shouldn't let it get this bad really, but you know. Lovely. Right, I guess we better get some oil back in her. That will be the oil that will be going in it. So this is just a little bit of, what is it? I don't even know. It's engine oil, that's what I can tell you. It is a bit of 5W30, and I mean this is probably some of the cheapest oil money can buy, but when you're replacing it every sort of, you know, 2-3 months, it doesn't really matter. Dipstick. Right, I always misjudge this, or I overfill it, or don't put enough in, or something. Right, we'll start off there. Oh, not quite yet, and I'll tell you what, the wind is picking up and it's getting blooming cold. Let's give that a go. Oh, we're on the dipstick. There we go. I reckon that's about it. Right, there we go. It's not brilliant, but it's serviced. I'm not going to worry about the air filter, guys. It didn't look too dirty, so we'll leave that for this time. And plug and the spark plug I do every couple of services. So this is sort of a little service, then every couple I'll sort of do your plug and your filter as well. But let's have a little tidy up and that sort of thing. Right, so then guys, I'm quickly going to have a look at that hedge trimmer, and hopefully we can get that one running as well today, guys. So here it is. Oh no, there's a bolt. Oh, I know what that was from. So here it is. We will, well, hopefully be as lucky as we was with Kawasaki, but we'll see. I'm not expecting to be, but If this goes just as easily, I'll be tempted to say someone's put these away for winter and drained a few out the carbs and all of that, and I never got round to using them again. A big mess. That'll do. Just to see if we run at least. Oh, we're getting fuel. Cold start. Oh, let's just see. Oh my god, I don't believe it, guys. Right, that is another success. I'm happy about that. Yeah. Just quickly, just give them a little bit of lubrication. No, so I don't like the idle at all. So we shall investigate. What do we reckon? So we know it runs. That's the main thing, I guess. I'm not sure if this tank is leaking or not. Right, so I'm going to take this top house, well, it's the whole pull start mechanism and all that off quickly. So now the time consuming bit begins, guys. Will we find the problem? I reckon it'll be light work, but we'll see. I don't want to speak too soon, touch wood. Right, looks like a blooming clean little bit of engine, to be fair, guys. That looks really clean. Can we take the idle up a little bit? Because I reckon that's all that needs happening, to be completely honest. I reckon if we take the idle up a little bit, well, that will be all our problems. So let's do that now. That's half a turn, guys. We should really do it while it's running. Oh, we can't start it now, can we? No, that's not a very good design. Unless I'm being... Oh, there's a hole. I'd assume that would be for it. Right, don't jump to conclusions into taking things off next time, Harley. Because you may not have to do. Oh, that's better. Hang on. Let's get a screwdriver that fits. Right, I reckon we're going to have to do a bit more looking into this one. I don't reckon it's going to be as simple as up in the eye. I reckon the carb needs cleaning on that, guys, but I am just going to take the low speed up on that a little bit and see if we can eliminate it that way. That's a bit of a cheap way of doing it, I reckon, but... And that screwdriver is definitely overkill. Oh, look at that! Carb just needs adjusting. And she cuts, and I didn't think it would go through the thicker stuff, but I mean, I don't know if you'd go through much thicker, but it's just gone through that. So for your like box hedging and that sort of thing, I feel like it would be a brilliant bit of kit. I just don't do much box hedging. I would call that mission successful, guys. We got both the machines that I wanted to look at running. The Kawi still doesn't seem to be running proper, if I'm honest. It seems to be bogging a little bit. Well, not bogging, but it just seems to be a bit unresponsive and a bit, I don't know, I don't know how to describe it. A bit, seems a bit boggy, you know, or it's over fueling or something. So I still might have a look into that, but it runs. It could be the little mesh thing and the exhaust, because I see it's got one like the steels and that. But anyway, I'm rambling. We got that done, which I'm really happy about, actually, for, you know, for the sake of what it cost me, a can of brake and clutch cleaner. It's really nothing, is it, guys? So I'm so impressed, so happy. Yeah, it's put a smile on my face and it's ended my day well. Let's put it that way. So, you know, 2 tools that can go straight back up on the fleet, guys. So, like I said, I don't know if there's much of a use for this, but I'm sure we will find one. I really reckon this is going to be the perfect thing for box hedging, guys. This looks like a little box hedging beast, so it'll probably be used mostly for that. This isn't the only hedge trimmer I have, guys. I also have a Hyundai one, but the thing's never ran right since it's left the factory, and I've not bothered touching it. It's never idled. Never ran right, and it's got an anti-tamper carb on it, so without changing the carb I don't think there's much we can do. So this will definitely take its place for the time being. Spent on hedge reductions and that sort of thing. They're very useful for just nonking through, you know, when you're on the ladder, that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm speechless. I really am, guys. I'm really speechless. I'm just over the moon. I got this Kawi running, and wow, she sounds mint. Let's hear it one more time before I end. It runs, and it runs good, so we'll probably leave it at that. But that is going to be it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed. And once again, I'm so happy we got the Kawi running. I wasn't too bothered about this, but it's still an addition. It's still an addition, so I'll take it, you know. At the place I am, when my business is small, anything like this helps, you know, guys. It really does. I really appreciate it. So, shout out to Michael. You know who you are. I'm sure you're watching. But thank you very much. I do appreciate the handout. Yeah. But also, guys, this just goes to show that you don't need the newest or the best or the baddest equipment once again to do the gardening work. I'm sure this is going to provide me with many a good day work. But to summarise and wrap this one up, guys, we got both of these running today, and we also had a good quick mower service on the mower. So it's been a good little couple of hours here in the shed. So managed to keep him productive and that sort of thing, which is the main thing. I'm really impressed about these two. I'm over the moon, so happy for that. But yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, check out my channel. There's plenty more like it. Please like and subscribe. That really helps out. And I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Take care.